What up, guys? Amanda here. I've been looking like a hot mess. My eyebrows all crazy. I just got up, sitting behind the computer, starting to do some work. But we are doing a program or a preparation for everyone that is joining us for the Royal Vibe Journey for the Mexico retreat that's coming up at the end of the month. And one of the preparation tools that we use is ACIM, A Course in Miracles. And this program is so freaking mind-blowing. It's insane. It really allows you to break down all the constructs of your mind and all of the beliefs that you think that you have about reality. And we're really in the beginning. I've done this program with one of my good friends, with my best friend Gina, 2 or 3 times now. And when we go on retreat, when we go to sacred ceremony, whatever it is, we always restart ACIM because it's just such a beautiful just preparation and allowing for surrender and, like, you know, reprogramming the way that you think, and looking at your thoughts and the constructs and the programming that you have, that I have created throughout my life in order to protect myself from, you know, there might be a trauma or there might be something that I've identified with as I was growing up, that then made me believe X, Y, and Z about myself. And then I started to develop maybe some kind of personality in order for me to stay safe, let's say. You know, an example of that could be, you know, say I was bullied as a kid, and made fun of when I was growing up because I was different, or, you know, whatever it was. And then in response to that, I, you know, started working out all the time, going to the gym, making sure I look really tough and like no one can fuck with me. That would be a construct and a program that I created in order for me to feel safe, because I was hurt at that young age because people were making fun of me. So then my mind said, okay, what are you going to do about it to then feel safe? So then, you know, you start creating this persona and this idea of who you are, and you protect that with everything in your life, right? Like with every being of you, you know? So if someone comes up to you and says something, you're like, what? Like, you know, you can't fuck with me. And you get super triggered by that. And so a big part of this journey is breaking down all those constructs, breaking down all those ideas and all the things that we think we need to protect and that we are. And, you know, something that's so beautiful through this type of spiritual work is realizing that that's all bullshit, that it's all an illusion, that it's not real. That just because that one instance happened to me when I was little, or, you know, something happened, recognizing and being awake to the fact that, you know, there's stuff that happens in life and we don't have to change ourselves or gain this level of, like, we don't have to put this armor on to protect ourselves, right? And yeah, there was just something that came through this morning where I was talking to somebody about, you know, just kind of relationships and dealing with, you know, certain people. And, you know, it's like certain people can trigger you, and that's always a beautiful opportunity for, this eyebrow. It's always a beautiful opportunity to really look at yourself, right? Like if somebody triggers you, then it's not about them, because all we are reflections of one another. So what is that person reflecting back to you, for you to look at within yourself, and look and go deeper and see what's really underneath the surface of that trigger. It's not that that person is annoying or, you know, whatever. You know, for me, I feel like throughout this journey, I've always been super aware, and my discernment has always been like on fleek, but I haven't always listened to it. So it's gained its muscle to a certain point, and now that it's gotten to that point to where I can see people's shit, and I can see their timelines, and I can see their ego, and I can see why they do the things they do, and they act the way they act, and they project, and they manipulate, and they do whatever it is that they do. It's because of an insecurity or a belief, literally a belief about themselves that they made up at some point in their life, and they have not yet been able to see the actual truth of who they are. That they are completely whole, completely safe, beautiful, perfect, everything is awesome, and all that is just a facade, and it's fake, and it's just a waste of energy, right? But my pattern and my thing now is being able to accept that, being able to accept and surrender, and not wanting to change anybody, not wanting to. There's times where I feel like I want to shake someone and say, wake up, you know, wake up. What the fuck? Like, wake up, you know, you're spending your energy, your precious energy on bullshit, on shit that's not even real. And so my journey right now in this point in my life is just purely acceptance and surrender. And, you know, there's always going to be little triggers and little things that come up. And for me, I'm like, God, thank you. Like, I love it because I feel like I get to dive in deeper within myself. You know, a lot of times at the end of the day, like, I'll write down all the shit that like fucking triggered me. And then I get to go and dive in a little bit deeper, go into meditation about it and say, what is this really? And something that I took from one of the ceremonies from one of like a beautiful shaman was she was telling a story at the end of a ceremony, and I'll never forget it, and I feel like I say it all the time now. And she said, you know, whenever you see someone, whenever you see something, no matter what it is, it could be nature, it could be a person, it could be a situation, it could be good, it could be bad, it could be ugly, it could be beautiful, and to see it and look at it and say, just like me. That person's so beautiful. Oh my God, you're so beautiful. And then right in the back, just like me. Oh my God, that's fucking pissing me off that they're doing that. This person's honking and flipping me off and doing whatever, just like me. Like, we've all been in those situations, in those scenarios where we've been triggered by somebody. And that's actually why we're triggered, because we see bits of ourselves in that. Do I have the ability to get to that point of rage or you know, whatever it is? Yeah, just like me, I do. You know, I have that ability. I can switch it on and off for sure. So it's all beautiful and it's all good, but yeah, just really coming back home to surrendering and just letting go and just letting things be what they are. But circling all back around to the Course in Miracles, it's just like I was saying, a breakdown of what you think is real. And today's lesson is, my mind is preoccupied with past thoughts. And it talks about how when you're thinking of the past or you're thinking of the future, that you're actually not thinking about anything, that your mind is actually blank. And it's all it is a block for the truth. And I was just like, what do you mean? That's fucking nuts. Like, but it's so true. Like, because there is nothing but the present moment. The past, the future are all projections and you know, forms of images that our mind is making up that are not real at all. They're literally not real. Like, you know how many times like you're like, you have like fake fucking arguments in your mind, and you're like, when I see that bitch, like, this is what I'm gonna say, you know? And you like think of this whole fucking conversation, and like, you know, or you think about, if this were to happen, like I would like fight that person, or, you know, whatever it is, like, and we get so worked up in our minds, and it's all fucking fake. It's all fake. It's all an illusion. It's so crazy. And it says, let me read this now. The purpose of the exercise, which is to search your mind and to really, and you know, sit in meditation, search your mind and see what comes up, see what images, what thoughts, what emotions come through, and then actually training your mind into saying, I seem to be thinking about this event that happened in the past. And then allowing your mind to come back to the present moment, and then literally just being like, okay, that's not fucking real. Yeah, the purpose of the exercise is to begin to train your mind to recognize when it is not really thinking at all. While thoughtless ideas preoccupy your mind, the truth is blocked. Recognize that your mind has been merely blank, rather than believing it is filled with real ideas, is the first step to opening the way to vision. Fucking nuts. And I will never forget, there was a moment when I was in Nepal, and I was, it was during a second ceremony, and I went to the bathroom, and then I remember just turning, and where we were was like, the building that we were in was just like backed up to just rice fields, and the sun was setting, and there was women out there like hunched over picking at rice, kids running around. The sky was fucking beautiful, and everything just clicked, and it was like, this is it, this is life, like I was completely in the present moment. Like completely, like my whole entire body, every aspect of me was in that now moment. No, I was not thinking about anything besides what I was experiencing in that moment. And it was like, then something else would catch my eye, and it was like, I was just in such awe of everything around me. And it was just, oh my gosh, like this is what it's about. Me experiencing the present moment, in every present moment, in this new now moment, in this new now moment. And it was just, seems so simple to say, but I mean, fuck, how many times do we actually fucking experience that? How often do we literally clear our minds of anything, of how people think about us, what we have to do next, what happened in my past relationship, or how I fucked this up or did this, or how am I here now in this present moment? Like, how did I get here? All of that gone. And it was just me and God, me and creation, just in awe, and just, I'll never forget it. And that was true vision. That was true vision. That was me seeing the truth, and literally just seeing how beautiful everything is, and how precious like life is, you know, and really saying like, wow, like if I can be in that state every single moment, like whatever comes my way, if it's somebody honking their horn, it's just like, that's just what's going on. Like, that's what's happening. If someone's gonna cut me off in traffic, or somebody's gonna say something, it's just, it's not me. It's not me. It has nothing to do with me. As humans, we fucking attach ourselves to everything. Everything. This is my motherfucking cup. This is not your cup. This is my cup. Don't drink out of my cup. Like, what? You see how fucking stupid that is? Like, this is my man or woman, or this is my house, or, you know, like, this is my idea. I'm a Democrat, or I'm a Republican, or, you know, I believe in this. And we get so defensive about everything because we want to be right. The ego wants to be right. But underneath all that is who we really are. In the present moment, literally just observing life, appreciating life, loving ourselves. And that's so nuts. Like, why do we cloud that? Why the fuck would we want to cloud that? And we don't truly want to. It's just, it's the journey of being here. It's the journey of being here on earth in this form, in this time, as a human. It's our mission to uncover and become masters of being in the present moment, and masters of surrender, and masters of just allowing. I don't have to be mad about something that happens, because that's just what happened. And I don't have to make it mean something about me. I don't have to protect it or be mad about it, or, like, you just, another breath and just let it go. And yeah, it was just a really beautiful reminder of that for me today. And I feel like it kind of hit me in like a new, like, little way. And I'm really grateful for that. So I was behind the computer, had my camera here, about to upload some other photos and stuff, and I was like, fuck it. I look a mess. My eyebrows are crazy. I got no makeup on. I probably have sleep in my eyes still. Fuck it. So yeah, I would challenge you guys to in those moments when you find yourself, your mind just fully preoccupied with whatever it is, with whatever past thoughts, whatever, literally try to remind yourself, I'm actually not thinking about anything right now. My mind is blank. My mind is blank. And how often do we allow that blanket of just illusion, programming, all of it, to cloud and block the actual truth that wants to come through? That intuition that I've talked about before, and that we all have. We all know what intuition is. That ability to be able to truly tune in and listen. I mean, if we all lived our lives from that space, like, holy shit, like, it would be a whole new world. It would be completely different. Like, this reality and what we know of this world would not exist anymore. It would be completely different. And we have the ability to do that now. And it takes, breaking down those programs, breaking down those thoughts, and really becoming that, like, Bill Nye Science guy of your fucking mind. And believe me, like, it's can be taxing at sometimes, but in the end of the day, it's really worth it. Why do I believe this? Why do I operate in this way? And where is this idea about myself coming from? Most times the ego is so attached to some kind of story, and it's really brilliant, if you really think about it, it really is, because whatever happened, whatever created that story or that program was really coming from, like, sometimes I think about the ego being like the big brother or big sister or something, like wanting to protect that inner child, wanting to protect the innocence, and it's kind of overbearing at the same time, but it means well, and it's like really fucking loves you, but at the same time, it's like, it's okay, you're gonna be good, So for me, like, I talk to myself at times, like, as the inner child and that parent or whatever, and it's like letting my ego know, like, I'm good, like, I'm safe. So that program can dissolve. That idea of needing to look good, or wanting to be the best, or, whatever the story is that was once created to protect me, can now just fall away. And yeah, it's a beautiful journey, that's for sure. But yeah, I just wanted to get on here and share that. Another ramble. Fuck it. All right, guys. Let me know if this resonates. Let me know if you two are on the same type of journey of like, deconstructing the mind and allowing the truth to come through. That is truly like my mission, and what I want to experience every day is, thank you guys. Yeah, thank you for being here. Thank you for watching. This was maybe a little bit of a mighty one, but okay. All right, guys, I'm off. Until next time, love you lots.